Hi everyone, Jeff Fox in the dining room with an update to the forecast. It's Wednesday evening. It's about 6:30 and I am joined by Doppler, the founder of dopplerdesign.com, where each one of our websites is paw made, isn't it, Dop? All right, I'm going to let her down so I can tell you about the weather that we've got coming up over the next day or two. And we're going to start with what you see on the screen. This is the GFS model. The initialization puts the low pressure system offshore off the Virginia Cape, and now I'm going to take it through time with you, and you can watch as it moves up into the Atlantic and then up to the northeast. All the colors that you see here, those represent precipitation, not rain or snow specifically, but just precipitation in general. And the reason I'm showing you this is you'll notice that this is staying over us, just going away right there. Well, that's Friday late afternoon, early evening. So between now and Friday, we're going to have precipitation over Connecticut. That's the bad news. The good news is it doesn't look like it's going to be incredibly heavy at any given time, but we'll still have enough that there'll be plows out before we're done. Here's a look at the rapid refresh model. This will get you through the overnight hours because this is a high resolution short-term model. And this again is radar, not differentiating between rain or snow. And you can see most of the action is going to stay down to the south of Connecticut. Yeah, we do get some moisture in, especially in the eastern portions of the state, but not a great deal. So when you break it down and look at the snowfall, most of it stays down to the south of us. But again, long duration, it doesn't have to snow a lot if it's going to snow, or a lot per hour if it's going to snow between now and Friday. As far as what the rapid refresh has on the ground for wake up time on Thursday, this is the 9 o'clock map, and these grays and blues across Connecticut are very small amounts, anywhere from about a ½ inch to 1.25 inches. And again, this is by tomorrow morning at about 9 o'clock. So let's take a look and see what's going to happen over the longer term. And for that, I'll go to BuffKit. Now, one thing you need to know about BuffKit is it goes from right to left as opposed to left to right. In other words, what's on the right side of the screen is most current. What's on the left side of the screen is in the future. These blue bars all represent precipitation in the form of snow. This happens to be for New Haven. So let me show you what's going on here. As I scrub through, the number on the left is the number, is the amount of snow on the ground. The number on the right is the amount that's fallen. The reason the number on the left is a lower number is because there's settling, because when there's a little bit of mixed precipitation, that brings down the pile. So as you can see, by the time all is said and done, according to the GFS, 7.5 inches or of snow, but really only accumulating a little bit less than 5 inches of snow. It looks like this number will be pretty good across most of the state. We'll see a little bit less in the west toward the New York State border, and certainly a little bit more when you move to the east along 395, especially in central and northern New London County, up into Windham County. And then into Rhode Island and Massachusetts, some places are just going to get pummeled with this. Let me show you one other thing, because there is another factor that we're going to take into consideration, and that is wind. Now, these winds are based on the GFS. These are 10-meter winds, in other words, about 30 feet above the ground. That's the standard place that winds are measured, and though we seldom go up there as people, these are the numbers you hear, so you can probably relate to the fact that right in here, this is Thursday morning through Thursday midday, wind will be sustained at 15 to 25 miles an hour, or 15 to 25 knots. The yellow showing 15 to 20 knots, and this green showing 20 to 25 knots. So some pretty strong winds overnight tonight, in through Thursday, and it looks like those winds will start to die down on Thursday into Friday. In fact, there's another way to take a look at the winds, and I'm going to go to the Euro, and we'll use this map, which shows streamlines, and they represent the winds. The color represents the wind speed. Strongest winds obviously are going to be out in the ocean and in Long Island Sound, but even along the shore, you can see some somewhat stronger winds shown there. By the time we get around to to Thursday afternoon, the wind should start dying down over Connecticut, even though the moisture will still be with us. So I expect some light snow overnight tonight, some light, in some cases, some moderate snow during the day on Thursday and into Friday. And by the time all is said and done, probably around 4 to 7 inches across much of the state. In eastern Connecticut, we'll be looking for a few more inches. In Fairfield County, right along the New York state line, we'll be looking for a little bit less. And if you're in a higher elevation, you'll undoubtedly catch a little bit more snow on this one. That's the latest from Doppler Design. See you later.